Perhaps there was something dignified after all in the weave of Washington's wig and Columbus's style, a look in his eye that tells more than history, his story perhaps lacking the galactic spin of a woman's rendition. Few may know what set this young man on an oceanic stroll to cross such a perilous stretch where clearly he was not invited, for man makes no breath in water and can satiate no thirst with saline. Yet still the man collected crew and made do of the waves in attempt to make something so wild and free respond to his command. For perhaps he could not force the flesh of the one he loved deeply. She, innately free, traditionally representing the essence of change, poor Columbus lacked initiation into manhood, and for this was his honest call, but because there was no ritual of this sort in his imperialistic world bound to fall, with a focus upon spices and treasures, the logical brothers severed themselves forever until a land later they labeled beautiful, barbaric, bountiful, free. Yet how the people of this land represented intrinsically the relationship of he and she, tribally, cosmically, more reason to create jealousy for our confused to see Columbus devastated by his own indirective failure to embrace the woman intimately. Decided to, without attempting first to harmoniously ask permission, invite his ships to park upon this new frontier land. Took weaponry and chivalry and an embarrassing militancy awkwardly and said, "You men that are red, you children of the earth connected, your women are now ours to screw and imbue with Christianic spew. Your children we will feed with sugar and make weak. Your men you may speak our language only and work at the honorable Coca-Cola and make only enough as ascribed by the government quota and relieve your hideous dress for an evening stroller, suit and tie. And if you dare not heed our word and comply, we'll ignore you or kill you. And upon this land that you now live, we'll build you a concrete prison to keep you submissive." Yet how can there be something soft and sad and sincere in the eyes of the portraits of the pilgrims that are here on display at the museum, looked upon by their descendants, and the remnants of the relics of the armor of King Arthur and the stolen rings from the Asian queens whose fingernubs bled from the cutting? Their cries of agony and treachery come now from underneath this glass encasement made in Taiwan. And if the whole thing was to win spices and sweeteners by suit, then why at the museum cafe is there no sugar but only a newly discovered cancerous-causing substitute? And as our buildings tower higher than above, it is in this very one I wonder of, the historically underdeveloped universal foundation that is love. Good morning.